everyone, welcome to Abundant Gains. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Laura and I am a 23-year-old zero-based budgeter. If you enjoy watching cash envelope stuffing, sinking fund updates, budget with me's, and more, then please do consider subscribing and join my abundant family. Today we have a budget with me video for my tax refund. I know I'm like super late with that, but I didn't get my tax refund late or anything. I've had it since the duration of tax season, but I wanted to cash stuff this when it felt right to cash stuff because I was going through a lot of changes. I was going through new work, new place to live. So I just wanted to wait until I was settled and caught up on all of my videos. So here we are. And before I get started, I do want to just give a disclaimer about my taxes. So my refund is $2,000, but that's just a portion of it. I have dependents on my taxes, and the money that I give for those dependents, that stays with them, and then I just have a portion of that. So I am left with $2,000 for myself. So let's go ahead and get started with the budget. So at the top here, I'm gonna write down tax refund. You guys can hear some kids screaming. That's probably my sister. All right, so we have tax refund, and we are going to start with my bills. Right now we're working with $1,700 because of the minus $300 for my bills.
So as I'm editing my video, I noticed that I didn't really go over why I'm only putting $300 aside for my bills. So in short, I always aim to have at least $1,500 for my bills every time I get paid. Now that I'm working with a lower income budget, my paychecks probably will not be enough to replenish that minimum and bring it back up to $1,500, considering that my bills are pretty pricey throughout the month. So I just decided to add an extra $300 on top of what I already had. So now I'm a little over $1,500, and that was the goal, just to kind of keep me afloat. So that is why I only did $300. Okay, bye.
And because this is my tax refund, I want to spoil myself a bit and not just put it all in like my savings and then like not have anything for myself. So I do want to go ahead and spoil myself a little bit with my variable expenses, so like beauty and clothes. For my debt, I have two debts that I need to take care of. So first is debt snowball, and that is my Best Buy credit card. And I'm going to pay $60 towards that because that is what I have left to pay it off, and that is for my Surface Pro. And for two that are not listed here, I have a random debt that appeared, and then I have another one that is not my debt to take care of, but Verizon couldn't really help me out with that. I'm gonna have to pay anyway. So for my first debt, I have the papers here for this balance that I owed, which is $281 currently, and this was in February. Pretty sure it's gone up since. What had happened with this is I was getting these notices when I was not home, and my mom doesn't open up my mail, she just stores it for me. So when I came home 3 months later, I'm assuming that this has gone up quite a bit. I have not had the time to call and find out, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do $285, and then whatever else is left to pay off, I will just slowly pay that off over time with my bills money. So I'm just gonna do $285 for this first debt. The second is for Verizon, and this one really sucks because this is not my debt to pay, but they weren't really able to help me out in this situation, and it is $1,006. I have like a monthly plan with this whole thing, but I want to pay off a little extra because monthly it'll take out $85, I believe, and I just don't want to have to be paying this off for such a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out $200 of my refund to go towards that as well. I need to get rid of all this debt. It always hits me out of nowhere for things that I could have sworn I already paid and all this and that. But you know, we're just gonna keep pushing forward and do what we gotta do. So we are left with $1,455 minus $300, that's for bills. so $11.55. And I did scratch off on my savings challenge $80, and I did that off camera, and I scratched off $80 for like an extra, you know, an extra amount to go in there. I already have 90 going in there for my last cash stuffing. I scratched off the 90, but because this is an extra check, I wanted to go ahead and add another, so I did 80, and you guys might see like this little fly flying around. So for my mini envelopes, I have an idea of what I want to do with that, and I want to just cash stuff half than what I would do and with the usual cash stuffing, since this is an extra paycheck. Since eating out got 80 in my last cash stuffing, I'm going to do 40, so $40. Groceries is 100, but I'm just going to do 50. Spending is 50, just doing 25. And then toiletries is 40, but I'm just going to do 20. And then invest, we'll just get the leftover money as always, so we're not adding anything in there. So let's count up how much this is going to be total. So $135 is going towards my mini envelopes. Beauty is going to get 50 because I need to spoil myself first and treat myself. And I just got my nails done, so beauty is empty and I need to replenish what I literally just spent out of that. And then car maintenance is going to get 85. I never do half of this here because gas is not cheap right now, and I always prioritize car maintenance in my cash binder. So clothing, I'm also going to give it $50. Family time, I'm just going to do 30. And for gifts, 20, fun, 25, and then we'll get back to that. So now let's go over to my sinking funds. Originally, I wanted to put in the monthly amounts for this, but then I realized it was just going to be too much and not enough here, and I wanted to kind of have a balance of that, so I'm not going to do that anymore. But I'm also not going to stuff the cash stuffing amount. It's going to be somewhere in between. So for emergency, I want to do $95. So 95. Future home, I want to do 150 because I pay rent and that comes out of there, and it's 300. So I feel like if I put in about half back in at least, then hopefully that helps me. I don't know, it makes sense to me. Medical is gonna get 100. Mystery is going to get the lowest, so I think I'm just gonna do the regular amount because this is not a priority. So $45. An extra 45 is still good anyway. And for my savings, not sure yet. Tattoos, just think 25. I think that's what I told myself when I was thinking about this. Yeah, 25. And then 50 for taxes because I'm about to take some money out of there. And then vacation is also not going to get a whole lot. It's just going to get 54. Typically it's 38, but I wanted to do a little bit more. So it's 320 so far for my cash envelopes. So 320 plus 135 and 80 and this. So I have 161 left, and I think for my savings, let's see if I did like 134 or 135. I'm just gonna stick with 134 for my savings. 134, and then what was left would be 27. So that's how I'm gonna do my budget for right now, because I was already thinking about all this in my mind, and once you do this for a while, you just kind of know exactly where you want to put everything, but sometimes I have a very difficult time deciding. So let me add up all of these numbers. Cash envelopes is getting $347. So I did go ahead and just do the math really fast. So for my debt, that's going to be $485 total, not including the $60 in here because I already counted that with my cash envelopes. So cash envelopes will be $347. My sinking funds are going to be $733, but without the savings challenge, $653 for just this here. Let's do the backwards math. So we have $2,000, taking away $300 for my bills, $1,700, and then I'm taking away $485 for my debt. That leaves us with $1,215. So really we just have $1,215 going into my actual cash binder, and then minus the cash envelopes, that's $482, and that leaves us with $733. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and before I leave, I'm actually going to fill out my cash breakdown slip here. Savings challenge, I always do that first, and that's $80. So 50, 70, and 80. And then my mini envelopes, so eating out is 40, 20, 40. We have $50. Spending 25, so 25. Toiletries 20. And now my cash binder, beauty 50, car 27, so 25, 26, 27. Car maintenance 85, so 50, 70, 80, and 5. Clothing 50, and family time 30, so 20, 30. Fun 25, 25. Gifts 20, so that's another 5 right there. And then debt snowball $60, so 50, 60. And now my sinking funds, so emergency 95, 50, 70, 95. Future home 150, medical 100, mystery 45, so 20, 45. Savings 1, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And tattoos 25, so 25. Taxes 50. And vacation 54, so 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. And now I'm going to make sure that this all equals to that one number I said, which I think was 12 something. We'll see. So it was $12.15, and that is what I needed. So now I'm going to just circle, I'm going to write down how many it is and then circle it. So this is 10 50s, 5 10 15 16 20s, 5 10s, 7 5s, and 10 1s. So that is how I'm going to give this to the bank teller. That is all for this tax refund budget. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it made sense, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.